What'd they do in the second half to pull away?
Well, we decided to play Jazz at the 5 a fair amount and switch everything to try to disrupt their action, and felt like that was better for us. They do a really good job. I mean, when we play teams with a jump shooting 5-man like they have, they're able to space us out a little more. And I felt like in this first half, they had us spread out and got us more in the rotation. In the second half, when we were able to switch more, we were a lot more successful and felt like we turned them over more, we dictated more, and then that led to us getting out and, being able to push and score more offensively.
Were there tired legs there in the first half or sluggishness?
Yeah, I hate to admit that could be a factor, but it probably was. I'd like to think that we call on, what we do every single day, and there's a mental toughness component to it. But, certainly multiple guys that are usually very impactful in a positive way for us didn't have great nights tonight, so it would be reasonable to think that could have been a factor.
Watson's rebounding, how was he able to do it, and what could that mean for you guys if he's able to replicate it?
Yeah, Demarion was a huge positive for us tonight. I mean, he came out, was going to the glass with force, getting us extra possessions when we were struggling to score. The great thing about him is he's really – a big guard. He's more of a guard than a forward. And to have that size and length and commitment to going to the glass, we felt like today would be a great game for him from that standpoint. And he really stepped up, and it's awesome to see a guy who makes all those effort plays and then knocks down a big three in the corner in the second half as well.
I was going to ask about that three, given they were hanging around, I think it was 8 points, but then also you get the steal from Jazz. Taman hits a big three. Both your true freshmen seemingly did some big things for you tonight.
Yeah, those are big shots. And, I felt like Taman was really good for us tonight. I mean, just commanded the game, controlled the pace, moved the ball. If we'd have finished a little better, probably would have had a few more assists. And, certainly that's part of it too. In that first half, you don't want to talk about it, but, we had a lot of plays at the rim we didn't finish. And it was multiple guys 2 feet in the paint. And, if we finish, a reasonable amount of those – we're probably going in the locker room at half up 10 or 12, and it feels like an entirely different game. So, look, I was really proud of both of those freshmen. Taman's really, his confidence is growing. He's commanding the team more every day. He's working really hard, and just his, he's been a huge bright spot, but it's great for D as well today. It was awesome.
TJ, the next 10 days or so the continuation of an early season defining stretch of this team. What do you guys have to do to be successful during that?
Yeah, I'll say this, I know it sounds cliche, but really we're focused on having, great workouts and great practice tomorrow. We don't really look at stretches or who could be next. We had all our energy focused on North Dakota tonight, and now we're going to turn our prep to St. John's, and everything, all our energy and effort's going to be to do what we can to beat them and to be at our best. So, we got to get our guys a little rest, but get back to the practice floor, be very intentional. But, our focus isn't one day after another. We didn't get to where we were to where we are by doing it any other way. So we're going to continue to just look at what can we do to get better tomorrow and then stack up those days.
Looked like Shun was in sweats for most of the second half. Is he all right or just didn't play much?
Yeah, I just didn't feel like it was his night, and other guys were stepping up. Rob gave us great energy, and then we went with the Jazz at the 5. We felt like was our better play in that second half. So it wasn't an injury, wasn't anything against Shun outside of tonight from a X's and O's standpoint. Felt better switching 1 through 5, and Jazz is our Jazz and Rob are probably our 2 best options when we go with that plan.